everybody, it's Daphne here with Laura Entertainment. We are sitting down with Sharon Bruneau, right? I don't want to mess
That's it. Yeah, you got
Yes,
her. Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Hi,
What?
hi.
For the Let's Get Pumped segment. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to see you. Great to meet you, and loved our chat earlier.
Hectic days, hectic days.
Well, hey. With that said, let's get pumped. It's what I'm here to do.
Let's get
Yeah.
pumped. Let's get drunk. Same thing.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
We'll meet in the middle.
I like you. Yo.
So, for those out there who don't know who you are, tell us. I know.
Oh,
Tell us a little bit about you. I know you're a fitness. You are hardcore
I
fitness.
was hardcore. You
Yeah.
better believe it. Yeah. I former pro bodybuilder, turned fitness, retired in 1995, don't compete anymore, but had a lucrative career for the 10 years I was involved in the industry, under contract with Joe Weider, had many covers and features, traveled the globe, preaching the health and fitness, and I still do. Still work out, not crazy like that, but I still encourage a healthy and fit lifestyle. And through that, living in Los Angeles, of course, is you meet everybody, and it just being in the sports field, especially at a Gold's Gym Venice, that was the mecca for bodybuilding. But working out there, the morning crew at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., you not just only had the bodybuilders, the fitness people, but the NBA, the NFL, the WWE, then you had a lot of stars working out there that like to mingle with all the athletes like Gregory Hines, James Caan, Ray Liotta. They're all gone. But and we all intermingle, and then you're throwing each other bones, meaning I got more work mingling and networking with the crew at Gold's Gym, and or my late man was a stunt coordinator, through mingling with the family, so to speak, than I did through my agent. Because a lot of times, you available? Yeah, I'm here. You go hustle, you do this, you submit, and I was very fortunate. I got to work on a lot of film and TV sets. Not only as an actress, but as a stunt actress. I don't consider myself a stunt woman like the many fabulous women that are out there just kicking ass and that are now coordinators and second unit directors. I mean, these women kick ass, whether high falls, car hits, fights you see in all these Marvel movies.
The Marvel.
Marvel, what's that? And I was lucky to get a few gigs thrown toward me on stuff that I can do. But my biggest role so far in my life has been a health and fitness motivator, and I just find it's my goal. I just want to make everyone fit and healthy. It's just I have to do it. It's such a habit. It's brained into me, right? You got to eat right and work out. No excuse. But so you'll find me
Get off
on
your
podcasts. Yeah, come on, drop and give me 10. You know, but yeah, and I love having fun, so I've been fortunate that I was able to work in many areas for several years. I was also SVP at 20th Century Fox Studios, working in the branding entertainment section. So I got to supervise a lot of the sets after coordinating second finances for production with our crew. That was a lot of fun. So I just enjoy the fit lifestyle. I enjoy entertainment, and I enjoy the travel, and I love working with people. You find me on YouTube, a mixture of array of videos from entertainment to fitness to just goofy stuff, right? But I'm here for your health and fitness
entertainment.
lifestyle. Let's get pumped, right? So I love, when I got to notice, like, what? Let's get pumped. What? I love this already.
You're gonna love the music that's going into the show too. I'm telling you.
Oh, can't wait. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep. It's
So
my.
thank you for having me. And
I
uh,
love doing these segments. I do these on the side of what I really do. As far as the producing portion. And I do it just because. it's a lot of fun. I don't like, you know how a lot of those interviews go on TV. They cut it out for commercials, or they cut it out, or they spin it. You know, some people don't do interviews because they get spun or they get edited the wrong way, or
Yeah,
you know they'll be ridiculed. And me, I have this thing where even in my credits, I put it in the credits that I will not edit any conversation because I'm not gonna have anybody worrying about being ridiculed in the press, period.
right.
I'm not. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Everybody's entitled to say whatever they wanna say, you know, without having to worry about being ridiculed, and that's just the way it is. Like it, love it, leave it, whatever. Like them, it doesn't matter. You know, this
I
is.
love you.
You
Yeah.
it's
So
the way
hey,
it
watch
is.
what you
And
say, Sharon.
people, a lot of people don't wanna do the interviews because of that. And
Yeah,
the good thing about
that's
me
true
is
though. Yeah,
when I put these out there in the public, a lot of people don't catch on to what it is I do, because they just see a name and they see a link. So
yeah,
they have no clue.
yeah,
And that's the good thing about the social media, because they have no clue what I do, which is
yeah.
good, because I'm not going to edit what is getting said in these interviews, and I'm not going to censor people from what is said in these interviews. And all they're seeing is my link. And they can't stop me, they can't take this down, and they cannot do shit on what I'm doing,
Yeah.
you know, at
I
all.
love it.
So,
Fast truth, and I love that. Yeah, we're gonna get along just fine.
and I mean, I'm brutally honest, you know, and I just feel like everybody is entitled. And that's the thing that happened, you know, as far as media and press, that's went away. And I'm sorry, that needs to come back. That's important,
Yeah,
you know,
I
and there
agree.
are ways to bring it back secretly, but you know,
Kind of in the background, it just kinda seeps right in there, right?
it's coming in. Hey, I found some little
Good
ways
for you.
there, you know, but
Yes, because like I said to you earlier when we're setting up, and it's like I had no idea. You know, I saw your Lure Entertainment. I'm like, oh, who's that? So I had to research in Google and like, what is it? Oh, okay, I'll do it anyway.
people have no, see, I keep them in the dark. They don't
Yeah,
know.
you do.
It's the world's best kept secret.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I found you.
I mean, I prefer it like that, because once, if I put it out there, really about what I was doing, you know how many people would probably be trying to pull that down. Some of
Yeah.
the stuff, the different segments I do, because I have Let's Get Pumped. I've got interviews with soldiers that I do. You know, I do that with soldiers. That's dedicated. It is completely dedicated to
Oh,
our service
nice.
members.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
and I do that because I have 3 military kids, and that is all for our soldiers. I've got a whole page up on my website that is just a dedication page. It's got a link tree I've created with uh, at least 80 links to resources for soldiers. And you
Right.
can click one
God bless
link,
you.
and
Love that.
it
Yeah.
takes them to wherever they need to go to get help, families that need help. I've got, you know, the band Otherwise, their music I use in that segment. I use a buddy of mine's music in that segment in the ending credits. And then I've got the director's corner, where I bring in film directors, directors that don't usually do interviews because they end up getting ridiculed later on by other people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I put them in a different segment, and they don't have to worry about being ridiculed. And then I've got the Let's Get Pumped segment, and you know, I keep it low key and in the dark, because I don't want them to have to worry. I don't want people to have to worry about that. So when people are only seeing links and they're completely clueless to what they are, they're never going to know, you know, what exactly is being said to
Okay.
even try to pull my segments. And good luck to them if they try to pull my segments, because it's not going to happen. You know, it's not.
Okay.
I'm not sponsored by a studio, or you know, a network
Right, yeah,
or
so
somewhere. You know, I don't have to worry about that. You know, so it is what it is.
sweet.
Right. You know, it's just,
Good for you.
it is the way it is. I like to have fun, and I just think people, they need to bring that back. They do,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah.
really. But, what I thought is funny is when you sent me that video in the email,
Which
I
video?
oh my gosh, it was I think it was it was the link you sent me in the email when we were talking about bringing you on in that
Yeah.
interview. You had sent me a video where you were working out. I remember that video from when I was oh my god, I was a little younger. I remember working out to that video.
Oh,
I
oh,
swear,
the body shaping.
I swear.
Oh,
I watched that
go
because
ahead. Go ahead, age me.
uh hey, I'm not that young either. I'll be 45 on Sunday, I
You're a
swear.
baby.
And I remember that because I was watching, I was like, "Oh, hell no." I was like, "I know she is." I was working out to her videos because me and my sister, we would work out to that, and then we would do that, because we always thought it was funny to do the, Richard, Simmons sweating to the oldies. When we were young, we were
I love Richard.
we would get it all out with Richard and the sweating the oldies. I mean, I was like, "Oh my god, we had so much fun."
It was the best.
Everybody would laugh at us.
So what? You having fun? Get in shape, you know. That's the most. It's got to be fun. You got to enjoy what you do, right? I always say to people, you don't always have to go to an iron gym. Find a physical activity that you love to do, as long as you're
Right,
moving. You know. Oh,
right.
absolutely. Richard Simmons, I want to tell you a quick story about Richard Simmons. And mid 90s, House of Blues was rented out by Weeder Health and Fitness, Joe Weeder, through, I think it was the 20th anniversary for Shape magazine.
Mhm.
So he had all the girls that were the cover models. Jane Fonda was the first Shape magazine cover model. And he had, a lot of the stars there and supermodels, but all of the athletes were there. A lot of stars were there, red carpet, huge event. Tom Jones was the entertainment. I mean, my heart just melted. My mom had a huge crush on him. So did I, like a little girl, like, Tom. And he was fabulous. Okay, so, whining and dining. We're all black tie affair. We're all mingling. And the big stage was set up, because later Tom was going to perform and the mic's up there and we see all this huge box sitting on stage with a big bow on it, right? So Joe liked to collect those Remington arts, the big horses and cowboys, like the big iron, just uber expensive. But he had the table pieces. You go into Joe Weider's offices, Arnold Schwarzenegger the same. They had all these Remington, they collected Remington art pieces. I'm thinking Joe probably got Jane Fonda a Remington art piece, and a big box on saying, what's in the box, So then it begins, and we're all, at our tables, and the Weeder official's gonna, the editor of Muscle and Fitness had his speech, and this person got up to say something, and this person, that person, Joe Weeder said something, and then they brought Jane Fonda on stage because they gave her an honorary award. And as she started to speak, the box breaks open. It's Richard Simmons. He was in that box that whole time.
Oh my god.
Unless he crawled backstage and crawled into it, I don't know. But he bounced out in his little shorts and his t-shirt. We're all like, holy shit, it's Richard Simmons bouncing out of the box. And he started to cry and he gave her a big hug. Goes, I always wanted to be Barbarella. I'm your biggest fan. Anyway, Richard.
He kills me with those damn shorts, man.
I
Those are friggin' iconic, I swear to God.
know.
It just kills me. And I think they did this, I think it was recently, there was this commercial that had aired recently. There was a guy on all fours and he was wearing those little yellow shorts. This was recent too. I remember watching this damn commercial. And he had these little yellow shorts and he was doing the leg thing, you know what I mean? And I'm
I
like,
agree.
"Oh my
Yes,
god, did they really put that guy on TV in those tiny ass shorts doing that?" I'm like, "Oh man, what if something moves out of place the
just
wrong
wait for something to fall out, right?
and I'm like, "Those just need to go, those can stay with Richards." Because those are iconic. That error is done,
God,
but
come on, that's fun, right? Oh my
cracks me up,
god.
like, in his workout
I
videos.
I've never seen that guy wear anything else, like, ever. You see, like, even on TMZ, they catch him out of the market. He's in the shorts, it's like
I can imagine, like, if he went to, like, an
his
Oscars
closet.
party, he'd probably have a tank top with a bow on it and maybe some kind of maybe black shorts and, like, a tuxedo type shirt. I can see it now.
Poor Richard. Oh my god. Yeah.
You're
I hope he's well, though. You haven't seen him lately. I just hope he's doing okay.
it's so funny, oh my god, that would be
Oh,
hilarious.
the memories.
So tell me about that picture that I posted that you had sent me, the boxer.
In the
That was
boxing
the
ring?
boxer, right? The champ. It was you and the champ. I'm pretty sure. You were sitting on his lap. He had on striped shorts. I cannot even think of who his name is.
Holy cow.
It was a picture that you had forwarded me. You said it was something about his final fight or maybe his first.
That's wrong person. That wasn't me.
No, it's on your page.
Holy cow. The ex-boxer. No.
Unless it I don't know, you would probably have to be on that. You'll probably have to tell me about that after you look on the
Yeah.
website, on
Yeah,
the
I'd have to
page.
see it. Wait a minute. Let me
If I
check.
turn I'm afraid to turn my phone back on to show you the picture.
I sent you.
Every time I turn that phone back on,
Hold
I already know
on.
what happens.
Hold
People
on.
just don't know.
Now I'm like, what is she talking about? I've got,
Uh, I cannot
obviously over the years, I got so many freaking photos. No, I sent you links to everything.
yeah, I think I went in and took, I think I just took, like, what I wanted out of some of them photos.
Okay.
I think some of them I might have grabbed from some of the other ones.
Yeah, because I don't Daphne. My God. I mean, it's ridiculous almost.
I don't think I grabbed all the pictures that you had sent me. I think I did go onto your sites and grab some pictures off of there, and I think I grabbed some from your IMDb. I think that's where I got some of those pictures because I re-edited some of your pictures for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you did because you sent me the link to my page and I just looked at
It's
now
on
because
the page. It's on that page.
okay, so then you see no problem. Da 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 da. Your page is up. Okay, so here it is. All right, here we go. Hold on. I know you're all dying to find out. So am I. I know so many.
I think it's the third column down. I'm pretty sure that's where I put that.
Oh no! Oh, that's not a boxer.
Who is
This
that? Yeah, that one.
okay, no, Sonny Schmidt was a pro bodybuilder.
Builder. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking
Yeah.
boxer.
That's like I say boxer. The only boxer I brag about was um Muhammad Ali. I met him years ago at the Atlanta Super Show, and I got a picture with him, but I never got that picture. So I'm thinking, do you have that picture? I want it. No, Sonny Schmidt was from he's Samoan from Australia, and he passed away years ago, but he was one of the pro bodybuilders in the 90s. And yeah, we they set us up together a lot for a lot of the photo shoots. Yeah. He was a big quiet guy. I mean, he looked phenomenal. He's one of the top guys, but he mumbled a lot. I know he's super shy, whatever. But I've been to a couple of appearances with him. So we sit together, having dinner or breakfast, and he's like, it's like, what? What'd you say? Yeah, no, it's sweetheart of a guy. But yeah, he's a pro bodybuilder, one of the top guys in the '90s.
You know,
Yeah,
it's always the big guys that are always so quiet.
yeah,
Have you noticed that? It's always big guys that are always they're so quiet and they just kinda
the gentle giants.
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I saw a mix of them at Gold's Gym. I can't say they're all quiet because, I've been around a lot of them, right? And you either have the loud ones or the quiet ones, but I
Mhm.
know what you mean. A lot, maybe when they're by themselves, they're kind of quiet. I know it's because they're so big, but, I don't know if you remember the Barbarian Brothers. They
Oh my
were, like,
god, I think
big
I do.
deal at Gold's Gym. They had, like, the headbands on huge. They're twins. They did a
Were they
few,
wrestlers?
no, no, they were bodybuilders, but they did some films. Anyway, they were like kind of like the mascots of bodybuilding at the time. This is like 80s into the 90s. Anyway, but they were boisterous and very loud and very showy. But yeah, I mean, I guess. But Sonny was definitely he was super quiet, very nice man. Yeah.
I think that's it when you I mean, when you see some of these bigger guys, you just sometimes you get a different view on them. Like, take The Rock, for instance, okay? When you watch him in, we'll say, Fast and the Furious movies, okay? You look at him and, you got that hardcore, type character where he's out there kicking ass and this and that. But you know what I actually loved him in? And I swear this has gotta be one of my favorite movies that he just cracked me up in this movie, and I would have never thought that he'd been like this in this movie. But is that Central Intelligence movie with Kevin Hart,
Oh, I love them together.
and I laughed my
Funny shit.
ass off
I
at those
yeah,
2.
great sense of
Bec
humor.
him in the friggin' unicorn shirt or whatever the hell, he's
Yeah.
running around. I'm like, "Dude, what the hell is he doing?" And he's so acting like a ditz, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So funny. I'm
yeah.
like, "My god, man." For real, but, something tells me that's
That's
really his
really him.
personality. That's
That's
really his personality.
that's really him. And his stunt double is a good friend of mine. Tunawai Reid and his wife, Sue, great couple, one of my favorite couples. But and they're all from Hawaii, as you know. But yeah, Dwayne Johnson's stunt double is his cousin, Tunawai Reid. And they're the same. And Tunaway's so much fun. He and Sue, they're just that's what I'm just goofy and just always goofing off, but badass. That guy's an incredible stunt man. I mean, great ground pounder. But that's the way Dwayne is. I mean, he's just very goofy and just very down to earth and
I
sweet.
like funny people. I
I
love funny
do
people.
too.
What
I
part of Hawaii are
love
you from?
humor.
My oldest 2 kids are Hawaiian.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Their dad is from Kauai.
Oh, why aren't you there?
Girl, that shit didn't work out. That was years ago.
Oh, I just talk about Hawaii and forget him. I'm talking about the island.
Over.
Ah, love Hawaii.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean, I wonder, where are they from over there?
I'm not sure exactly what part they were born in. I think because Tanawai and Stu had relocated to California for a few years, and now they're back in Hawaii, and they've been commuting since then. But I think they're on the North Shore. I think they're in the North Shore. Not sure, but yeah, yeah. I never tire of Hawaii. I think I should go retire there. Someplace warm and sunny. But I love it over there.
I've never been there. Not one time.
Your kids are from Hawaii. You never been there?
I've never been there.
Oh, girl,
I met him in
life
Kentucky.
is too short. You got to get over there at least
I
for a
know.
bit. Yeah, yeah.
I
You're
know. I
due.
at least one time. At least once. At least one time.
At least once. Oh,
At least
love it.
one.
Yeah,
So,
that is crazy.
movies. Okay, the movie that you did, you were a stunt woman, or you did
Yeah.
stunt. Did
Uh,
did you have fun with it? I mean, what do you think of
oh,
doing it?
girl, I tell you, and especially, my late man, Scotty, who was a stunt man, and being together with him and just meeting everyone, meeting like the stunt family, because I got the fitness family, stunt family, and he was a Marine. So then I got the Marine family. But I before I even met Scott, I worked on a movie series called Nemesis, and they're sci-fi, cheesy sci-fi movies. Albert Pune had directed. He had a lot of top names in his movies, and they went straight to video. And anyway, I was still competing, and at that time, Albert, when he made Nemesis, I think it was 2 and 3 or 3 and 4. Anyway, something like that. He wanted all muscular girls. as the cyborgs. So, one of our agents, our fitness agents, sent a slew of us down to audition for Albert, and myself and Debbie Mugley got the parts as Locke and Ditko, and we were like the bad cyborgs with the blonde wigs on and shooting everybody up, and Sue Price was the lead, and but we all just finished competing. So about a week after competition, we were told part of the contract was fine, stay lean, because contest shape like you're ultra lean. That's why you look so ripped and separated and sinewy and stuff, right? So we kept that shape because that's what he wanted for his movie, and that's when I first faced the opportunity of doing stunts because it was low budget, but the stunt crew we had there, who still great friends of mine to this day, we're talking back in 94, 95, right, when we shot this. And Bob Brown, who's one of the iconic top guys now, stunt coordinators, second unit directors, but he was a stunt coordinator on those films for
Yeah.
Albert. And then John Epstein was with him as, these are all stunt people. And my double, she's, they've all grown, their careers have just grown. And I was like, oh, that's so much fun. And I'm 5'9", and my stunt double, Jennifer Caputo, who, I mean, if you Google her now or IMDb, I mean, just an amazing. This is what I mean. She is a stunt woman. Her and Nancy Thurston, who happened to be Debbie's stunt double. Now, Debbie's 5'8", I'm 5'9". We're muscular women, we're pro bodybuilders. And our stunt doubles, we met them. They're like, Jennifer's up to here on me, and this is, very fit but smaller structure, and Nancy was even shorter. And we're like, that's our stunt doubles? Are you kidding me? And then we had like these stretch leather latex suits, like were like second skin, right? And there were the leggings and like these tube tops, but they didn't have the budget to get matching outfits for our stunt doubles, so we had to share. So
Oh my god, that would suck.
I gotta send you those pictures, like us in them and
Wow.
Sue and Nancy in them because, or not Sue, Jennifer and Nancy in them because it was just bagging on them, right? And they put the blonde wigs on them. It's ridiculous. And we got so many photos together. We're laughing. But I tell you, you know this being in the industry, you cannot tell the
Yeah.
way they did the stunts, like they did the high falls for us, like all the serious shit, right? Because they didn't want us to get injured, as you know, right? That's the purpose of having a stunt double. But I mean, we're watching, you could not tell that they were half the size we were. That's how phenomenal the editing is and their work and so forth. So I remember talking to Bob Brown because sometimes we do our own like light falls or tumbles and stuff like that, which was fun to do. And Albert's like, no, don't have the girls do that. No, we don't want them to get hurt, right? I said to Bob, "This is so much fun. How do you get into this?" I'm talking to Nancy and Jennifer. I want to do that. What is it? A stunt woman? What? Because you don't really hear. I grew up in Canada, not around the industry at all. And now knowing, and being part of that family, the stunt family, there's a lot of nepotism throughout that industry because you're born into it. And I know Scott and I ever had kids, they'd be stunt, whether men or women, right? I know that.
Yeah.
But so the more I got involved, and then of course, years later, and I met Scott. Now I'm in, around the industry. Like I told you, I got bones thrown at me like precision driving on Fast and Furious. And I doubled Brooke Burns on Single White Female 2. I smashed through a glass cabinet and it fell on me and stuff like that, right? Cat fighting and smoking aces. A bunch of hookers in the room. We all get a fight and we're pulling and falling through tables and everything and fighting through the lobby and jumping over. I mean, fun. So my stuff wasn't anything too serious. Like I wasn't jumping off high buildings or flipping cars or anything like that, like the top women do. But I mean, I'm thinking, if I had known about that before bodybuilding, I would have I would have gone full force, because by the time I got around it, I was already in my late 40s and then going into my 50s, which hey, there's a lot of women that age that are doing stuff, but they've been doing it for a while and something that you really got. It's like anything that you do, you really got to jump into it and be your best at it. Funny story, I went for a casting call. They were looking for a special extra. So, you know what that is? You get lines and they want to feature you in a certain scene for Last of the Mohicans. And back then, my hair was still long, long. I'm native Indian. I'm Métis. So, I had the long, thick black hair. And, uh, and I was in my 30s because this was like mid 90s. was it anyway, in the 90s when they were casting for Last of the Mohicans. So one of the casting people had known me from the industry because I was all over all the magazines. And she goes, I got the perfect look. She's got a great look. She's fit, you know, super. So I'm, oh my God, Last of the Mohicans. I love this. I can't wait. So I go in and I'm talking to the producers. I didn't go to the head cast. I just went straight to the producers. And one of them was a stunt man. And he goes, he's a stunt coordinator. He goes, hi, Sharon. You look great. I love your look. Holy cow, do you work out or something? Like all the stupid jokes. Man, one arm wrestle. Yeah, yeah, okay. You know. Then he goes, yeah, the scene, blah, 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 blah. He goes, so you could ride, right? You ride? A horse? I know, how stupid. You know, no, no, a pogo stick. Yes, a horse, you know. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know if you meant a horse or
I
motorcycle.
don't think they had
Last
Harleys
of the
on the set.
last of Mohicans. So I go, yeah, and you know not to lie, especially for stunts, stunt you do not lie, right? You don't try to fake it till you make it kind of thing. So I said to him, I was like, well, and at this time I think it was 35 or something. I said, God, the last time I rode, I think I was like 17, 17 years old. And I'm not a great rider. I mean, if I don't have to like make it run, you know, I can canter. I can canter, I can kind of trot along, but you know, take it off, forget about it. I'm like, oh. So they're talking, well, maybe we can, you know, maybe what if we have, you know, he goes, okay, but you can swim, right? Obviously. No, I'm afraid of deep water. I grew up in the city of Toronto. You know, it's not like those around ranch areas or on a reservation or something, you know. And so they look at me and go, well, what kind of Indian are you? What a shitty Indian, you
I'm
know?
just fine.
No, but I got big muscles, you know. So
I'm
now I didn't get the part. Yeah,
like my Indian.
yeah. I can sit in the back and going, "Whoo," you know. Oh man, what a bummer. Anyway, yeah.
What did they want you to do? Was they gonna have you ride the horse and then get thrown off into
Ride the
the water?
horse, get shot, and fall into the water, and you know, kind of thing. So, oh man, you
Did you
know,
do it?
no.
Did you so you didn't get to do it?
Ride, I couldn't swim. I want to be liable, you know. My dad said, "You should have faked it."
They could have put floaties on you.
Right? I
Have you out there
guess.
floating? Hey, that would have been a funny scene. Have you ride the horse with
Man,
his big yellow floaty?
yeah. Hey, wasn't Blazing Saddles. Then I could get away with it, right?
That
Yeah.
no, that was too serious of a movie though to pull some shit like that.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. Did you ever learn how to swim though since then?
You know, okay, here's I know it's all in here, right? And you know, I've had people try to teach me. Actually, when I was a little girl, I almost drowned. So my dad, my mom put me into swimming lessons. And so, you know, long story, but anyway, you have the beginner's level. So then, you know, you're a little girl, you know, so it's waist deep and they put you in the middle part and it's like up to here. But then, you know, I ended up in the deep end, almost drowned, and the lifeguard froze. So if it wasn't for the other kid that jumped in and pulled me out, that I almost drowned her too. So now I'm just like, forget it for you know,
The lifeguard froze?
froze. I almost drowned again twice, right? So anyway, yeah,
What the hell? Did they fire the damn lifeguard?
well, I hope so. I don't know. I was just, you know, I finally pulled out. I'm coughing up water. I'm crying, and you know, I just wanted to go home. And yeah. So years later, yeah, Scott, my man, he was a Marine and everything, but he grew up in Florida. This guy was a fish out of water. This guy could hold his breath for almost 5 minutes underwater, and he was always involved in water sports. Of course, you know, with deep sea diving and surfing and swimming. And he was a big guy. I mean, this you know was like just an incredible swimmer. So he's like, babe, it's all mental, right? You know, it's in your head. So he tried to teach me, and it was just like, it was just a block. And then another good friend of mine, he taught me how to swim in a pool, but the water was only up to here. So
Mhm.
anyway, I can swim. I can swim. I'm not a strong swimmer, but if I know the water's over my head, then I panic.
Mhm.
I panicked, then all of a sudden I forget how to because I can't float. I don't know why I'm a shitty floater, like treading water. I just couldn't get the hang of it. What is that? How do you do that? But if I know it's not over my head,
Mhm.
pool if I'm in a shallow end of the ocean, then I can swim. Yeah. But it is a mental I know,
In the
and if you
ocean,
couldn't help me.
you gotta really be careful in the shallow parts because of all those rip currents. See, my thing is
Yeah.
I'm I'm a strong swimmer. And I mean, I've been swimming since God, I think my mom said since I was 2. And my thing is I can swim really well. Um, even in, the ocean. But
Mhm.
my thing is when I'm in the middle of the ocean because, it's a catamaran rides and stuff like that where you out and the ocean's not as crazy as it is when you get closer to the shoreline.
Yeah.
And but when I got in the ocean, my thing is the shark scenario. So I
Oh.
can get in the water and swim to wherever, but my thing is I start thinking about all the shit below me that's gonna eat me. And then I just wanna kinda swim back to the boat, you know what I mean? And it's not even a fear of the water, it's just a fear of being ate by the thing in the water.
Image, right? Man, you guys have, like, had nightmares after Jaws. I mean, I was a little kid when
I'm
that
actually
came
not,
out,
like,
and that
afraid
freaked
of
me out.
sharks, it's just the ones with I mean, not all sharks, but those the great whites and oh god, no.
Yeah, yeah,
But if
yeah,
I
there's
can see
that.
if I can, like, see if the water is crystal clear, like in St. Thomas, and
Oh,
then
nice.
in St. Martin, I
Yeah,
love the water there because I could see what the hell was below me there. But in all the oceans, you can't see
yeah,
everything, these waters, I like
yeah,
to be able to see what's below me, but
yeah.
I can't see below me, I am not gonna sit there and try to swim there, you know?
The unknown, right? Oh, yeah.
Megalodon.
Totally get it. My only fear is like from drowning. I didn't even get to go there. What's in there? I don't know. I just don't want to drown.
But see, Megalodon if Megalodon came out of the water, that thing's so damn big, it wouldn't only eat me, it'd eat the damn boat too, so you'd be screwed too.
Dude, if that thing came out of the water, I'd be the best swimmer all of a sudden. Suddenly I can swim. I'd be like,
You better be able to swim pretty damn fast because I heard that one's huge.
right? Hey, I do a hell of a dog paddle. I can tell you that. I
His
can.
ass has been hiding for 200 and some odd years. He's big.
And hungry.
Right. Oh my god, I can only
Sleeping in
imagine how
oyster.
many of those creatures are really down there.
Hey,
I mean
yeah, the deeper there's a lot of untouched territory down there that you don't know what the hell is down there.
I
But they're
mean,
so far down, they don't want to bother with us up here.
they're
We
probably looking up at all of us like, "You guys are ignorant. We're just gonna
stay away from those assholes.
Right? I swear, I've seen some crazy stuff, I'm telling you, and, like, what really surprised me is because before I even heard about that megalodon, I didn't hear about it till, like, a couple years ago, and that was I mean, before they released that movie, and I was being told about, a boat that was bit, like, the whole part of the damn boat was ate by this damn shark. I'm like, "Yeah, right, whatever. There ain't no shark that's gonna eat half of a damn boat, whatever." I'm like, That's bullshit." And come to find out, yeah, it's true, and I'm like, "There's a shark out there that ate a boat." I'm like, "Oh, that's great." Fantastic, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And when I found that out, I was like, "Oh, hell no." And then they started airing all those series about Megalodon, and I'm like, "This thing's in the water right now, and I'm not getting on no small ass boat
Yeah, right?
ever."
I guess paddleboarding is out. This little dot. Yeah, freaky.
Shit, I'm not getting on it if it's not a cruise ship because they can't eat that. For real. That's a big boat.
That's a big boat. Yeah. Yeah.
So you gonna be doing any other movies? You got
You
anything
know,
else coming up?
after well, what happened, I kinda laid low for a while. I kinda stepped back, after, my man passed away, and I took it really hard.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to grieve. It was awful. It was very dark. And then I came back to Vancouver to spend some time with my dad before he passed away. I meet my mom up there, and by that time, I thought, I started taking care of myself again. I started to care, and started going out for a lot of auditions here in Vancouver. And it's North Hollywood. Thought,
Mm.
I'm going to hang here for a while, and I thought I might had to have had knee surgery. I don't have insurance in the U.S., but I'm still a Canadian citizen. I have insurance here, so this is my plan was get the knees fixed, just audition over here, and then head back home to California. Then COVID hit, and I didn't want to, whatever. It's whatever. I didn't want to take the shot, and I thought, well, I'm going to sit this one out. A lot of people didn't, right? Because a lot of everything, the whole world changed, as we all know. First, they shut down, then when we opened, there was a lot of new changes, and or changes, period. So I didn't want to go there. So I thought, well, I'll just go back into my fitness roots and just start doing the podcasts and training videos and what have you and hosting fitness shows. That's fine. I can do it on on Zoom. Thank God for the internet, right? And so then all of the mandatory mandates started to go away.
Yeah.
Still very strong here in Canada. The only country that still has certain mandates, like your boosters, your vaccines, everything else, if you still want to work, kind of thing, right? So it's really put my job down here and my finances, and very humbling. And then through my commutes last year, met with the old 20th Century Fox crew. We all stayed friends, all the producers. I called it the Dick Club. They love me now, but I was one of two females in that
The
circle.
club of dicks.
Yeah, yeah, I love my dicks. A what? Anyway, but we kept in touch, and every time I go to California, we have a big red wine dinners, and we catch up and stay close. And they're saying, "Hey, where are you? Are you back here? You still there? Where?" I know, because I was down, south. And this was last summer. I said, "No, I'm trying to get back." And they said, "Well, great. We're putting the division back together." And meanwhile, I have so many friends in the US that are my stunt family saying, "If you're here, I got a job for you right now. Hey, I need you here. We can put you to work." I'm over here like cricket, no work because no, I don't want to take the vax. And I was more in the circle over there than I am here. So I'm missing all this work because it's so frustrating. Stuff I love to do. So anyway, I'm down there last year, and they're like, "We're putting the division back together, contract, get you set up, bring you back. Let's go." I'm like, "Yes, thank you." Right. And so I get back to Vancouver. I'm going through all my shit. I don't care. I'm just going to take a bag. I have nothing anyway, grab my suitcases and go, no kids, no pets. Everyone's gone, And then the strike happened. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It'll
Oh,
only last a month, you'll be fine. So I'm like, all right, I'll
yeah.
clear shit up here. I didn't, came to the point where I didn't have to get surgery. I'm like, okay, I don't have to stay. And of course, it took longer than a month. So now I'm sitting here again. But now they dropped the mandates in Vancouver. So I started auditioning again after all this time here because there's still a lot of work here. But then, yes. So the plan is I'll be back in California by the end of the year and back to work. I'm looking forward to it. I miss it because I love being on set. I love the locations. I just love the camaraderie. I love the crew. I love the work. Right? It's just so much fun. So yeah, I'm
I
looking
mean,
forward
if
to
they have jobs, can't they production, I mean, they should cover your expenses, right, to fly you out there for the jobs.
it. Depends on the part. You know
Uh,
that. It really
yeah.
depends on what you're
Yeah, I
cast
mean, but,
for.
if they're coming to you, obviously, it should be a leading role.
No, these are stunt people.
Oh, stunts.
Need you
But
here.
still, I mean,
Is,
depending
kind of thing.
yeah, they should still I mean, if you're on a stunt crew, they should still be covering at least those
They
expenses.
would, but, again, it's not like, if it's just for a daily or a 3-day, then
Oh,
no.
yeah,
There's
1 or
other
2
people
days,
there
yeah.
that can do it,
Yeah.
they're throwing me a bone. It's like, "Sharon, come on, we're gonna get you, but come on, girl, we'll get you back," kind of thing. It's like, "Oh man, I can't right now."
You need a
And
solid movie. A
well,
whole
that's just it, right? And you
Mhm.
know what irks me? Of course, I'm a lot smaller now. I'm still fit, as you can see, but but it's a lot smaller than I was, well, there. Um, when I was competing, 5'9", I was about 155 pounds, 160 pounds of muscle off season, and that's like very low body weight. So I was a big girl. Then when competition, usually on stage about 145. Okay, what does that mean? That means I was still a very muscular girl. And so when they were casting back in the day in the 90s for like, when they were cast for Elektra or, some of the Marvel stuff before it really hit, became a huge franchise, right? Or TV shows on Silk Stockings, so I'm going back, right? Or Hercules or whatever. And Corey Everson booked a lot of the parts. She was the reigning Miss Olympia at the time. Uh, Gorgeous. And even though a very muscular lady, she's tall like myself as well. She carried it well. She picked up a lot because she picked up a couple of the TV shows, so you know yourself, bring her back, bring her back. We love her. Look, the audience loves her. The rest of us told, no, you're too muscular. We can't. You're too muscular. And they hire like a skinny actress to
The
go in
woman
for.
from Xena? Are you talking about the woman that played Xena?
Oh no, no, no. That's Lucy Lawless. No, no. Although Corey could have had that part, she didn't want to move to New Zealand, so they chose Lucy Lawless. And Corey's more muscular than Lucy. Anyway, it was frustrating because every bodybuilder and fitness girl were at these cattle calls, right? No, you're too much. No, too much. Too much. Too much. We'll pick you. And it's like Jennifer Garner got, what was it, a lecture or something like that? I'm like, are you kidding me? And like,
Oh,
and she just is this fit, tiny little rope, and that's what they kept choosing. Nothing, she did a great job, nothing
mhm.
against you, Jennifer. I'm just saying we're thinking
Oh,
superheroes, right?
yeah.
Now the Marvel movies are here, like the perfect arena, and you're seeing more and more muscular girls on there, right? Because they want it real, especially that audience. Like, why wasn't that around when I was?
I like
The
Scarlet,
times
man.
have changed.
I like
She
Scarlet.
is badass, and you know who's even more badassery is her stunt double, Heidi Moneymaker. That girl, holy cow, the stuff she can do. All those fight scenes, everything is Heidi. And I mean, what better stunt double to get, right? I mean, you just gotta like Google her and just look at Heidi Moneymaker and what she now she's second unit director and stunt coordinator herself. But man, she is one of the best stunt women out there.
I bet you Scarlet could do because Scarlet, she strikes me as the type of girl that could do the shit if they would let her do it by herself.
No doubt. Yeah.
Strikes me as that type of person. I could just tell just by looking at her that she'd be that type of girl that would be out there beating somebody's ass in a
Yep.
New York second if
And
they would
and
just
believable at it,
let
right?
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Oh
But
yeah. Yeah.
they don't let, I know that
No.
for a fact because they wouldn't let me do certain shit when,
Yeah.
from stuff that I've done. And
Oh, you get
I'm
hurt,
just
there goes shooting.
saying,
That's the way till you heal.
yeah.
Damn it, Daphne, you had to go do that shit. Now you're hurt. Now we have to sit here for a few weeks till you heal, right? Yeah. A lot
I
of money.
mean, it wasn't nothing major. It was just like some of the when I did some of the shorts, I did stuff, you know what I mean, that like I was talking to somebody, I think it was another interview the other day, and I told him I let somebody grab my hair and I was told not to let them, but I'm sorry, it looked realistic. I didn't care. I'm not tender-headed, whatever, and I've did a little bit of stunt driving because on that little short, nobody could drive a stick shift except for the guy who was holding the damn camera could drive the damn stick shift except for me. Like I grew up on a stick. I learned how to drive a stick shift. That's what I learned on. I ride motorcycles by myself. So
Right,
a
right,
stick shift car to me is second nature. I prefer a stick shift over an automatic any day of the week, any day. So I
wow,
do stuff like that. And I mean, it's just like stuff like that to me is all second nature. You
right,
know,
yeah, yeah,
stunts would be nothing
mhm,
for me because I don't know. It's I'm kind of I've had this conversation, like, I can go from girly girl to roughneck and, a
mhm,
tomboy in 2 seconds. 2
yeah,
seconds. That's all it is, 2 seconds. And I have more fun. And Scarlett, she just strikes me. You could just tell when you're looking at somebody or you're talking to somebody, the type of personality, are they a girly girl? Or,
Who's that?
are they a girly girl, or are they somebody that can be a girly girl and still whoop your ass? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's just you can tell. But it just kills me because I know productions are really, really funny about some of the stuff that they let you do, and I get it. You're paying
Yeah.
these actors a lot of money. I
Insurance
get
purposes
that.
and absolutely.
But
Yeah.
sometimes you can let them have a little bit of fun.
And they do. They do. Oh,
Some
absolutely.
some don't though.
Yeah.
Some don't. Some are really, really strict about that.
Yeah.
It's all I guess in
Got a
who
lot of money. It's about the money, though. A lot of money on the line, right?
uh,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
always
business.
about that. I mean, you don't want people to get hurt. You never want people to get hurt.
Yeah.
But I mean, say you've got the perfect, stunt double there and that person gets hurt and then you're really screwed.
They
Unless you
usually have a few, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Scotty was one of Arnold's stunt doubles, and
have
Arnold had like the two major ones, and then he had three others, and it depended on the stunt as well. So one was best at the motorcycles, another one best at high wire, another one best at what fight ground pounding scenes. But most of the top stars usually have two or three stunt doubles.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause like I
That's
said, they do get hurt, you
that is
know? I
smart.
mean, when they did, the run di what was it? Can't remember which of the Dwayne Johnson movies it was that Tunawai was doubling him for, but he was kept had to roll, like, tumble, fall down this hill. Anyway, he got really hurt on that, man. He busted himself up pretty good. They do that, I can't The Rundown or something like that? I can't remember. That's when he's hanging upside down. Dwayne Johnson was hanging upside down in the trees, and the monkeys were. He's like, "Monkey!" And they're coming after.
Oh my god,
Anyway,
I've seen almost every one
one
of
of
his.
his hits, put it that way, right? And that guy is
Only
gold.
movie I've never seen that he's been in is, Jumanji.
Oh, that's a good movie.
I've never seen any of them, and I've
Yeah,
never
good
seen,
movie. Was
and
it?
and this sucks because I love Fast and Furious, I love the movies, I love the cars, I'm all about the friggin' cars, man. Even, like, one of my favorite movies is Gone in 60 Seconds, and that's because of the cars. I'm obsessed with those freaking cars. I only watch because of the cars, you know what I
Right.
mean? I just watch them cars, that's it.
I don't
Car
care what hot guy is in it.
Right, I don't, I swear, and I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking the actors, but those cars, I'm telling you, and but I mean, I can't even think now because now I'm thinking about the damn cars. Oh, and I stopped watching, I know what I was saying. The, Fast and the Furious movies after Paul Walker passed away. I
Yeah.
I have not watched another Fast and the Furious movie since Paul Walker passed away. That last one that he did is the last one I've watched. I
Yeah.
don't know why. I just I mean, I wanna watch the rest of them eventually when I make it there to be able to watch them, but I just don't feel like it would be the same, you
Yeah.
know?
I hear you. Yeah.
You know?
Myself, I watched 2 of them, and then after that, it's like, that's just car chase, car chase. I'm not like you. I don't care about the cars or whatever. I'm more about the story,
Yeah,
but it's just like, oh, it's the same movie over and over again to me. Yet
yeah.
it's a huge franchise. So make it another one. It's like, what? Oh my God.
It would
Yeah.
just be the cars for me. I mean, I love classic cars. I love motorcycles and classic cars. I am huge, especially on muscle cars. I love I'm just a classic type person. Like, even
Yeah.
even with pictures and stuff like that, like, I'm big on black and white photos, um,
Me too.
and, like,
Love
classic
that.
stuff, vintage.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really big in even with photo shoots, historic buildings, and I don't know what it is. I'm like an old soul, sort of, I
You
guess.
are.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
You're probably from that time.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just so weird. So I have like even the way I think sometimes. It's just I don't know, I feel like I'm an old soul, so that's kinda like where I stay, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
My own little world.
absolutely. Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
the way, but the Cars, man, and I'm telling you, the classic Cars, and I think that's why I'm so drawn to the Gone in 60 Seconds movie is just because of those classics. Oh my god. In that movie, they're just damn. That's all I can say. Damn. That's it. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, hey guys, you want to get Daphne in the mood? Just take her to a Fast and Furious.
Just tell me you
Gone in
got a
60 seconds.
GTO that I can
Take her
drive.
to a classic car show, anything.
You know, when there's a GTO, something like that. Yeah, I'm not really big
Ah,
on
there you go.
Mustangs. Chevelle,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So what do you do for fun besides working out?
Oh my God. I love clubbing. I still do. I'm 60 years old and I still love going to the clubs. I just love it. I love dancing.
I
I
have
just
to
love
go.
having
I have
some
nobody to go
fun.
clubbing with anymore, and I'm not
Oh,
doing it with my kids because that would just be weird. I mean,
Mom.
my kids are, like, old enough to go, except for my 16-year-old. They're old enough to go, but it would just be weird me going to a club with my kid. Come on, because I
No,
know how I am.
no, not the same. Gotta go with the girls, man. I
Right.
miss my sisterhood, Where are my girls at? No, there's no more, LA still has a few good ones, but I mean Vegas. I mean, come on, every casino has an
I grew up there.
amazing club.
I
What's
grew
that?
up I
Oh,
grew
did
up
you? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I never got to go to a club, by the time we moved back, God, I think I was, God, 15? I was too young to go,
Well,
and I never got to do
yeah,
anything fun, I mean,
they have
it was fun
amazing
out
clubs out there. Yeah.
there clubbing. I wanna go out
Yeah, yeah, it's just so much I just love being social, I love the music, I love to dance. That and I love the beach. Even though I don't swim, I can't swim, but I just love, like, just doing stuff on the beach. Just the air, the smell, the feel of the sun, just being there, right? Good volleyball game and go have some shots later at Chillers on the beach, right?
Girl, me and you are gonna be, like, best friends.
It's so serendipitous, isn't it?
We're gonna be hanging out on the beach,
Where have you
us
been, man?
doing shots. We'll find a club on the beach, that way there we don't have to
Oh, I know a couple. Hey, there's a good one in Hawaii.
I never been there.
You're missing out, man. I'm serious.
I know I probably am.
Ah, well, it's not going anywhere. Make a plan.
Right.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah, no.
So, before I cut this portion of it off anyway, do you
There's
have
more?
any yeah, the interview portion. Do you
Oh,
have any tips for anybody out there wanting to start working out? Any tips?
any tips?
Yep.
Yeah, I
So you
mean,
get
it's
off your
never too
ass, stay
late,
with it.
right? It's never too late. So I'm gonna give you just a couple of pointers. It's never too late. Find something you like to do, whether it be the gym, something outdoors. I don't care if you tap dance as long as you're moving. Before you get started on any fitness regime, program, any kind of class, if it's martial arts, whatever have you, the abs start in the kitchen. Make sure your nutrition is properly in line before you start anything. Make sure you're hydrated and make sure it doesn't have to be a bodybuilding diet. Whenever, someone like myself, make sure you're eating right. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to look like that. No, you got to, it's 80% of the battle. If you want to make any sort of gains, like lose weight, gain weight, put some lean muscle on, shape yourself, be in your best form, whatever. It all starts in the kitchen. So, and it's just smart, clean eating, lots of fruits and vegetables, steamed rice instead of French fries, baked potatoes and, chicken, a lot of protein, get off the canned goods. Everything's full of sodium and hidden fats. Read your labels. Nutrition, most important. Never too late to start. And it doesn't matter what you do to be active, just stay active.
I like it. Definitely. I'm
You gotta
gonna
have fun. Make it fun. You gotta enjoy it, right?
I
Yeah.
believe in the diet. I mean, a lot of people, they say as far as protein, too much protein could be a bad thing. Do you believe
Oh,
that?
that is such a false slew of
That
information,
either. I don't
you
think.
know? Here's what it is. It's like your body, like to put muscle on, because as a bodybuilder, we had to consume a lot of protein. We had to consume, especially the women, to get, it's harder for us to put muscle on, right? Had to consume a lot of calories and a lot of protein to feed the muscle. Okay, so here's the thing. It's a gram of protein per pound of muscle. All right. Now you can only assimilate so much protein for muscle stimulation simulation. That's true. But what's with the rest of the protein? So say if for myself, say a gram of protein per pound of muscle. Okay. And but you can only assimilate so much. So what happens? I've taken 2 grams of protein per gram of or pound of muscle. What happens with that? And that's when people say your hair starts to fall out. No, it goes to other things. So, it's done with the muscle stuff. Then it goes to organs, your skin, your hair, your nails, and especially as we age, you need more protein because it's harder for protein synthesis to be active in the body. It's because here we go. You got me started, man. It's because over the age of 40, then you hit 50, then mine, 60, then 70, then 80, stem cell activation starts to slow down, which is our growth, our raw material, right? So whether it be, for photosynthesis, for stem cell activation, or for protein synthesis for our muscles to grow, you can go deeper into that. You need more protein. We're built of peptides, copper peptides, which is our building blocks, right? And again, our raw material, which is our copper peptides, for instance, is the holy grail of anti-aging. So, yeah, I mean, if you're just on protein, and your very little carbs and go into ketosis, that could be very dangerous because you need a certain amount of carbs, fuel, even for your brain to function. So
Yeah.
for these whacked out, high, ketone diets, I mean, I remember we'd go to ketone levels to where it's like, very dangerous, so we can get that lean, right? Very dangerous. You got to keep a balance. But yes, you want high protein because you want that muscular stat, whether not just to be a bodybuilder, but just to keep that fit, lean muscle tissue. So for someone to overdose, if you want to put it that way, in a protein intake, then what are you, like, living on steak all day long and you're not getting in your vegetables, and then yeah, it can be very, very dangerous and detrimental. Now there's certain things like diabetes, and can come into other issues where you have to really regulate your portions. But no, I mean, eat all the protein, I mean, put it this way, I have protein with every meal. Still to this day, I mean, it's ingrained in me, right? I don't have to be as lean. I'm not as muscular. I don't want to be anymore. I've been there, done that. But I like being fit. I like having a flat tummy. I like being lean, and I have protein. For instance, like my egg whites and oatmeal in the morning. Then I have a protein shake for a snack. Then I have like an ahi, a lot of ahi tuna. I overload on the tuna salad, and then I'll have like a protein bar for a snack. And then at dinner, I have a chicken breast. This is usually, I eat the same thing every day. I'm crazy like that. I like it. It works for me. I'm not saying you have to, but a big, baked chicken breast or roasted chicken with my steamed rice and steamed broccoli. I've always got a protein in there because I'm still working out, right? Not as heavy as I used to, but it's important to keep the balance. You got to have a balance. Don't just cut out one and just fill up on the other. Yeah, that's an imbalance. But no, I mean, you can never eat too much protein. I mean, you can never eat too much protein.
Hell
A
yeah,
lot
I'm a
of
steak
times we don't
person.
get enough in our diets, which is why we have supplements, right? So anyway,
Don't give up the steak.
yeah, and it's okay. I mean, personally, I was never crazy about red meat, even since a little
Oh, I'm a
kid.
steak eater.
Like that,
I'm
like
not
it's
even
still.
gonna lie. I will tear
Ah,
up steak. I love steak.
and
I
it's not bad for you. It's high in iron,
I
high in
love it.
protein.
I do. I'm not even gonna lie.
See, and I eat chicken, I eat fish, but I mean, I don't know. There's something about pork or a steak where I just feel like a serious carnivore. Like,
I
you
don't
know.
really care for pork. I'm not big on pork and stuff like that. I do love chicken. I love grilled chicken,
Yeah,
but I do love steak. I don't eat it that often, but
that's
I
okay.
love
Yeah,
steak. I do.
yeah,
But it's got
but
to
it's
be cooked a
okay.
certain way. It has to be cooked a certain way.
And everyone's different, right?
Yeah, it's
Do you
got to be
like it
grilled,
bloody?
and it's got to be like medium rare, and
Um,
it's got to be grilled. Other than that, I don't know. I'm a meat eater, and but I am really big on vegetables. I don't like salt. The only time I get like a salt intake is when I drink a beer, and that's because I drink Corona and I put lemon in it. So I put salt in my beer. That's the only time I ever use salt. And that's bad to say because people are like, you don't use salt now unless it's in my beer. That's the only time I really get salt into my body. Really. And but other than that, I mean, like, I'm really big I don't like sweets, I don't like junk food,
yeah,
very
sugar
seldom.
kills.
I just
Sugar
you know
kills.
what my downfall is? Honestly, my downfall is it's not junk, it's not sweets, it's not candy, it's not nothing.
Oh my, sugar kills. Yeah.
That is my downfall.
You know,
Soda.
why don't you get like, even like, is it
I'm
because
not a
it's
coffee
bubbles?
drinker, I am
Is it
not
the
a coffee
carbon in
drinker.
it or is it just a flavor?
It's Coke, it's just it's
What is it though? Is it the texture, like the bubbles, or is it just the flavor
I switch
that
between
you're
Coke
addicted to
and
the
Mountain
sugar?
Dew. I think it's because I don't drink coffee and it's the caffeine. And I mean, sometimes it's like the taste because I'll switch off with them. But that right there is my downfall.
Yeah, we all have a vice, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Could be worse. I mean,
that's true. It could be the other Coke. What? Just drink, just drink a lot of water. Seriously, to flush a lot of that carbon.
I have this one water that I really like. It's called oh my God. I just had that.
I
I
never heard of that.
it's an alkaline water. It's called starts with an A. Can't even remember what the hell it's called right now. I just had it too.
Alkaline.
Yeah, it's alkaline. I know that. I love alkaline water.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's very, very, very,
It's
very
got
good.
a really, really good taste to it. I
Sugar.
love
Yeah,
alkaline water. It's so good.
yeah.
Um, but I'll think of it in a minute. It's gonna bug me too because I'm gonna be sitting here thinking like, what the hell was the damn water I was drinking? And I get it all the time at the store, but I just look for like the label. I don't even pay
Right.
attention.
It's just extra. You just know what to grab. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap this portion up, and I'm definitely saying thank you for coming on. This
Well,
has
thanks
been
for having
fun.
me. Yeah, I know.
Seriously.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad we connected.
And everybody else, you know the drill. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.